Hello and welcome to the ILA on the Six Nations of the Grand River Reservation as we wrap up Week 7 in the Arena Lacrosse League as the Whitby Steelhawks visit the Six Nations Snipers. I'm Lance Wynn working alongside JVI Productions. Always glad to have you with us. Starting goalies for today's game for the Steelhawks. It'll be Lucas Coote comes in, and between the pipes for the Snipers, it'll be Dustin Hill. Today's head coaches for Whitby is Brad MacArthur in his third season at the helm. His assistants are Ryan McMichael and Chad Culp, who's actually in the lineup. Missing is co-head coach Gavin Prout. For the Snipers in his first season behind the bench, Darcy Powless is the man, and his assistants are Kyle Jamieson, Vince Longboat, and Nick Skye. Officials for today's game as we are underway. Ryan Dutas is the crew chief, joined by John Watson and Joel Furman. As we are underway here at the ILA, two teams come in as the two bottom teams in the league. The Whitby Steelhawks picked up their first win of the season, a big one yesterday against the Paris River Wolves, and starting things off right off the bat, the Snipers open the scoring, and they lead this one 1-0. So Mike McLaughlin opens up the scoring, his first of the game, and doesn't take long, but 1-0. And some notable lineup changes for the Snipers. Missing is a familiar number 66 in Vern Hill. He's out with a bit of an eye injury. And plenty of scratches on the Steelhawks side, including Cody McMahon and Travis Zabulks, not in the lineup here today. Also missing for the Snipers, Richard Imus, the rookie. He is not available due to a knee injury, and we'll see if each of these two rosters can hold things up. But a notable addition to the Snipers as they work in transition, Wayne Van Every back in the lineup. So I'm sure Coach Darcy Powless glad to get someone with his skill in there. Corey Upshaw battling hard defensively, forces the turnover. So the Steelhawks now will go to work on offense, trailing by a goal. Cam Milligan working on the half boards, right side, skip pass, intercepted, knocked down. Recovered, though, by Dylan Hutchinson, and it'll get set back up and swung over to the right side. Milligan, bounce shot, steered aside by Dustin Hill. Fresh clock, good pass down low, tucked in the corner neatly by Milligan. He's on the board, and we're all tied 1-1. So it didn't take long for these two teams to trade goals. As we are at the 13-15 mark, opening quarter, final game of Week 7 here in the All. And looking to set things up and pull it out was Aston Jacobs, did just that. And Danton Miller now will loft it up to the top. And wearing number 18, Wayne Van Every, first shot stopped by Coote, and he sends out the outlet pass. Garrett Lewis, he'll hold on to it. He'll retreat to the bench, and the offense now will go back to work. Grant Scott, swing it over, left side. Take it back, good quick pass, good shot, stopped by, and a good shot stop by Dustin Hill. Hill comes into this game 0-2, tough record with a 14.38 goals against average, and that's nothing to be ashamed of at any lacrosse league. As Snipers, good no-look pass, not able to corral it was Brett Longboat. Ball loose in the corner and scooped up by Kobe Whitcomb. And we're going to have just going to get some clarification on the shot clock as it's at a full 30. They're going to run it down a bit and then resume play. It's exactly the case here as the shot clock now will go down to 15 seconds. Nations working the right side, swing it back, interchange, get it back to the right. Looking for the cutter, not able to field it cleanly was Lyle Hill. And the Steelhawks now will come away with it. Coote Good pass, outlet pass. They get it over the timeline now, and the Nation's defense will go to work, as will the Steelhawks offense. Good skip pass over to the right side, back to the left, but that's picked off. Dangerous passing. Good speed in transition, and a beautiful finish. So an outstanding job by Mike McLaughlin, who pockets his second of the game, and it's 2-1 Snipers. So Mike McLaughlin off to a red hot start. You heard the head coach from Whitby, Brad MacArthur, make a comment, "Who are you?" to McLaughlin as he ran by after his second goal of this game. Van Every tries a swim move, good defense to cut that down. Sidearm picks the corner. So the Snipers doing just that as Ian Martin's on the board with his first of the game, and it's 3-1 Six Nations. 11:10 to go here in the opening quarter. Violation will give the ball back to the Snipers on offense. Jacobs will bring it down and kick it back out. Van Every back out there on the left side. Martin loads up, stopped by Coop. Not able to get it out of there cleanly. Scooped up into slot, swung back out, fresh clock. Snipers will work it around and attack one more time. Jacobs hustles his way off, going to the net, tried to pick that far corner. Couldn't find the mark, no reset. Picked up though by Van Every. He's got some room, tries the one-handed roller. Goes wide of the net, Snipers though recover. Josh Miller, back of the net, knocked down, and a gift is going to give the Nations a fresh 30, I believe. And they do offensively. 10:25 to go here in the first. Tyler Brown at the top, swinging it over. Van Every gets it back. Looking for an opening. Pass to no one. Gets the rebound. Can't corral it cleanly. And again, crease ball. And it'll be Coote now that'll move it up. Corey Upshaw will flip. He'll retreat to the bench. And it'll be Milligan. Milligan one-on-one with help. Good skip pass. Can't fall in love with that skip pass. It's a very effective pass if done right. It also leaves you open for plenty of interceptions. Now, with that said, the interception leader in this league is 66 Vern Hill for the Snipers, not in the lineup, so it might be a little safer here to work that. Good job of getting up and over the timeline by James Chadwick. He'll go back to work and remain on offense. And it looks like it's going to be Chadwick squaring off with Gutch Salinas. So there'll be no Visionware power play this time, offsetting Fighting Miners for Chadwick and Salinas. Interesting story. These two just came off playing as teammates, and you saw the touch before they got into it and after, so some mutual respect, but it just goes to show you friendship certainly on the line once you get on that carpet. Snipers now go to work, teams playing five-a-side, and picking that corner. Money in the bank was Tyler Brown, his first of the game, and it's 4-1 Nations. So the Nation have come out strong here, and the Steelhawks have some work to do if they're going to make up some ground here, trailing by 3. Hutchinson putting a lot of mileage, finally found Milligan. Milligan now working one-on-one, curls back in towards the middle. Shot, steered aside. Good save, picked up by the Nation, and the Orange will roll the other way. Jacobs. Jake Bombury. All the way back to the top to Pierce Abrams. Swung back. Good fake. Looking for an opening. Can't find one. And a good pass to a cutting Danton Miller, but a better save by Coote. And a fresh clock. Goes to the overhand, and Jake Bombury finds the mark as Coote continues to struggle between the pipes, and it's 5-1 Nation. So despite the fact that the Steelhawks picked up their first win yesterday against Paris, a little sluggish here to start this one. Always tough back-to-back games. And we're going to get potentially a too many men call, and we will have our first Visionware power play. Too many men on the floor call will give the Steelhawks their first power play of this game and a chance to claw back in it, trailing by 4. Milligan, the quarterback out there. Around the horn, they'll give everyone a touch. Luke Pilcher out there, good fake, takes it strong. Good save, tapped in neatly. So some good hands by Garrett Eady. And Eady closes the gap now to 5-2. That Eady goal, of course, give credit to the rookie Luke Pilcher doing the work, getting off a good shot, created the rebound. And you have to give Eady some credit with some good hands as he was able to hockey style that in the far corner to beat Dustin Hill. Snipers back to work, 3-goal lead. Van Every shaking bacon, curling to the middle, looking down low, almost a good return pass. Losing it, though, was Wes Whitlow. And now the Steelhawks with a bit of momentum now will try to get it up and over the timeline. Tough pass, good recovery. Got to get away from the danger zone. Good defense as Whitlow did just enough to steal it, but the Steelhawks steal it back. Milligan with a screen. Looking for an opening. Dumps it back off. Pilcher. Pilcher back to Milligan. Milligan interchange. Looking for a cutter in Jeff Fernandez. Not able to catch that cleanly, and the Nations will bring it back up in transition. Jamie Downey. He'll dump, retreat. Jake Bombury in trouble, gets double teamed. It's going to be Upshaw now that will head towards the net. Thinks better of it, waiting for some help. Protects the ball, has a man cutting, hits the trailer. Well done, Pilcher. That goes off of the goalie and the rafters and will stay here. Possession Whitby. Milligan working on the half boards, looking for a screen, doesn't get one. Catches Pilcher, good cut, not able to find the far corner. And it'll be Pat Corbett now for the Snipers. Corbett will race over the timeline. Just under 6 minutes to go here in the first. Corbett, Van Every, swing it over to Miller. Miller gets a screen, looking for Van Every on the screen and roll. Swung back over, right side, opening, bounce shot, finish. Textbook play right out of the old playbook. Josh Miller with the finish, and it's 6-2 Nation. Off the draw, Steelhawks gain possession and doing a good job to get it over to Garrett Eady. He'll settle things down here with 5.5 to go opening quarter. Milligan. Just in case you missed it yesterday, as the Steelhawks continue to go to work here, we mentioned to you no Cody McMahon in the lineup for Whitby. As that shot stopped and smothered, and we have an injury, and it certainly doesn't look very promising. So we'll get a full report on the injury. It looks like it's Jamie Downey favoring that right knee that he wears a brace on. So we will check. Hopefully he'll be okay. We'll get you a report as soon as available. Snipers back to work on offense. Under 5 minutes to go. Big underhand. And I'll tell you, Wes Whitlow and the rest of the Snipers are loading up and teeing up on Coot. And it's now 7-2. Going to be important here for the Steelhawks to answer in some way, at the very least stop this momentum, as the Snipers seem to be on track and on point. Corey Upshaw with some forechecking, but a good job by Jacobs to lug it over the timeline. In case you missed it, some scores from yesterday in Week 7 of the Arena Lacrosse League. It was, like we said earlier, the Steelhawks with an 11-9 win over the Riverwolves. The Outlaws, a big 16-14 win over the Timbermen. And, of course, it was the Shockwave with a convincing 11-4 win over the Monarchs as we go to our officials' timeout. Have to offer my apologies to Lucas Coot. I was a little tough on him on that last goal. It was actually Bailey Brown that's come in to take over the net minding duties for the Steelhawks. And, of course, no insult to Bailey Brown. Of course, could Milton Kidd. Certainly wouldn't say anything derogatory in that way. Steelhawks now working on offense. Milligan had a notion to put it through the screen. Curled back out. Goes a backhand beauty pass right on the crease. But a better stop by Hill. And in transition, the Snipers cough it up, and here come the Steelhawks the other way. So Milligan wasn't even able to get off the floor as his team retrieved possession. Takes a shot from way out, ill-advised. Rebound goes to the Snipers, and Pat Corbett ran into a brick wall over there on the boards in Dylan Hutchinson, and he is down to what looked like a high elbow. But if you look at the height difference between Hutchinson and Corbett, you'll see if Corbett just raises his stick at a normal level, that's probably about eye level to Pat Corbett. So Pat Corbett appears shaken but not stirred. He's going to spend some time over off to the side with trainer Wade Thompson and get looked at. And in the meantime, between time, the Snipers will go to work with 3:20 to go here in the opening quarter. Van Every swinging it around, right side. Good job of putting on the brakes, and going the other way was Josh Miller. That shot stopped. Rebound fished out, though, by the Snipers, retrieved by the Steelhawks. They'll bring it back in transition. Good quick pass, and snuck that 5-hole. That looks like Garrett Lewis. And it's a 7-3 game. So Garrett Lewis gets on the board for the first time in this game, and he closed the deficit to 4. Corey Upshaw working hard in a lot of traffic as the Steelhawks win that battle. Some help from Edie. Give and go, looking for it, curling around, up, down, and big save by Hill. Wasn't sure if that snuck behind him, and good job there by James Chadwick. Took a hard hit, turned the ball over, and here comes Whitby the other way with 2:20 to go. Milligan swinging it left side, waiting for the trailer, and quarterback in Edie. Looking down low, and a beautiful finish from Grant Scott. And Whitby with a little momentum have closed the gap now to 7-4. Impressive draw won by Mike Byrne as he convincingly gave the Steelhawks possession, and now it'll be Lewis. Dumps it off, he'll retreat. And Whitby now will go back to work on offense. Milligan, right side, one-on-one, has some room on the run. Bounce shot stopped. And here come the Snipers. And that's going to cost Pilcher 2 minutes. As a delayed penalty coming here. Snipers now with 15 on the shot clock, minute 25 to go in the quarter, and bulldozed, but able to get it back. Looking down low, and that's a beauty finish. Wes Whitlow, his second of the game, and it's 8-4. Minute 17 left in this opening quarter. Off the draw. Looks like an over and back call. And some disagreeing fans as the Snipers now will go to work here with a 4-goal lead. Van Every snaps it cross court. Looking down low for the quick stick. Tiptoeing around that crease was Pierce Abrams. Trapped in the corner, manages to come out of there, 10 on the shot clock. Dumped over. Van Every tried a sneaky little shot, far corner. Whitlow can't track that down. It's going to go the other way to the Steelhawks with 47 seconds to go. They'll get it over the timeline and attack. Lewis dumps it off. Milligan, no look pass, and I said it was going to be a delayed penalty, but again, that goal nullified it. So the pass was looking for Pilcher down low. 30 seconds to go. Snipers with it. Brown. 20 on the game clock. And a bullet from Ian Martin. His second of the game. And it's 9-4. Certainly not what you want with 17.8 seconds to go. Brad MacArthur not impressed, giving up a goal at that juncture here in the first. And the Steelhawks now with 16 seconds on the game clock will pull their goalie for the extra attacker and hold for the final possession here. Milligan at the top. Swing it down low. Back to Milligan. Tries that dangerous cross-court feed, and it's picked off. With 1 second to go, goes down the length of the court. And that'll do it here. First 15 minutes in the books. 9-4, favor of the Snipers. All set to go here for quarter number 2. With the Snipers putting on a bit of an offensive display, able to put 9 goals up on the board here in the opening 15 minutes. Off the draw, won by the Steelhawks. Upshaw will peel out and wait for the offense. Hutchinson, swing it back over. They'll work the right side now with Milligan. Milligan puts on the brakes, tries to curl back, gets what I would deem an illegal screen. No call made on the play. And ball loose in the corner. It's fished out by the Snipers, and they'll work it up and bring it over the timeline. Winster Green. And it'll get flipped back up to Lyle Hill as he'll remain out there. That shot stopped by Bailey Brown. And that's going to be a trip. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So a delayed penalty in transition. Milligan with a bounce shot, top corner, and it's 9-5. So the delayed penalty is nullified by the goal. And the Steelhawks are back in it now, trailing by 4. Upshaw doing a lot of the dirty work out there. Does a good job of picking up that loose ball. And he's won a number of those battles already here in this quarter and a bit. Chad Culp, of course, a legend, picked up out of the lineup, and a great job, great hustle by Edie to pounce on that rebound, and the Steelhawks back in it, trailing 9-6. So as we rewind just a bit, Chad Culp, of course, a member of the Steelhawks coaching staff, drawn into duty, and anyone who has been around this game of lacrosse certainly recognizes the name, as he had a very prolific lacrosse career, extending it here, and it's Culp with an opening, goes to the bounce. Shot on target, picked up though by the Steelhawks. And Pilcher to Milligan. Milligan's bullet high, rebound, shot low, wide, no reset. And here come the Snipers now. Flip it all the way down the floor. They've got numbers in transition. Good save by Bailey Brown on a rocket from Green. Snipers recover. Green again will swing it over. Whitlow. Whitlow with good hands, got a quick trigger finger. Van Every curling around, swim move, shot, stopped by Bailey Brown. Perfect position where he should be. And it will be Steelhawks ball now. And they'll look for the outlet, and it's a good one to Upshaw. Upshaw will dump it off. Culp now will control the offense, get things started. Dumped off. An opening, lock, loaded, stopped by Hill, moving up the other way. That one is floated, one bouncer off the wall and picked up. Snipers now will wait for help. Abrams will pass it off, and it'll be Martin. Martin dumps it off. Good curl, good steer aside by Brown. And the rebound goes to Salinas. Salinas now will move it up. Headman way up ahead and get it to Riley Palmer. Palmer will swing it right side. Milligan back over to the left. Good fake, good move. Shot block goes right into the breadbasket of Jeff Fernandez. Merry Christmas. He pockets it, and we've got ourselves a game here. So despite dominating the opening quarter, the momentum has swung in favor of the Steelhawks now as they trail by 2, 9-7. And they have possession here. Culp. Pilcher working one-on-one, looking for Culp on the screen and roll, keeps it himself, curls around. Another good fake, has an opening. He'll take it in. Good save by Hill. And the Snipers now will come away with it. Good offensive set by the Steelhawks, just not able to get it past Dustin Hill. Van Every, wrong stick side. He will pass it and get to where he should be. Lock, loaded. Longboat, swing it back down. And he'll get it back. Longbird trying to pull the trigger, dumps it low, and Bailey Brown had that short side covered. And the Steelhawks will move it up. 1-2, back door, finish, back of the net. Nicely done, Steelhawks pull to within one. They trail 9-8. Grant Scott pulls his team to within one with his second of the game. And off the draw, it'll be the Snipers that'll move it up. 2-on-1 in transition, bad pass, aired out. Good job of scooping up the short hop from Ryan Degerden. Sorry, my mistake, not Ryan, Tyler Brown. And now Pat Corbett back out there. Good to see as he'll work on offense. Just able to corral that and shot on target. Picked up momentarily and now scooped up by Corbett. Corbett with the double team, trapped in the corner. He's going to draw a penalty on the play as just a little bit too much abuse, and in some places that's actual cause for time in the clink. And we'll have another Visionware power play. So as we get clarification here, it'll be 2 penalties on the play. Garrett Eady's gone for 2, as is Riley Palmer. So give Pat Corbett some credit. He drew 2 penalties on the play, and the Snipers now have a 5-on-3 Visionware power play. They'll work the safety back around the timeline, work it around. Good down low, bounce shot stopped by Bailey Brown. It'll be a reset, but Steelhawks come away with it. Excellent job. And Upshaw almost had a handle. And that's going to be an over and back by Martin. It's going to be Oshawa ball. Good defensive set there in that triangle by the Steelhawks as they do a good job to force a turnover and regain possession. As we are now going to have an official's timeout. Steelhawks did a good job defensively there, and they were rewarded by drawing a penalty from Winster Green, 2 minutes for holding the stick. So instead of being down 2 men, they're only down 1. It's a 4-on-3 situation here with 9:35 to go in the second quarter. Milligan give and go, backhand, goes high of the mark, and that's going to go the length of the carpet. Violation's going to be Nation's ball. Deep in the offensive zone of the Steelhawks. Van Every. And you can see they will invert the triangle and match it up, try to close things off around the top. And they force a long shot, and in transition, here come the Steelhawks. And off the post and in. Beauty finish for Dylan Hutchinson. And we've got ourselves a 9-9 game. Dylan Hutchinson with a short-handed marker to pull his team even, and boy, the momentum has changed. 5 unanswered goals from the Steelhawks, and they still face a 4-on-3 scenario here and have done a good job to nullify this Nation's power play. A power play that comes in at a 73% efficiency rate, as that pass blocked goes right down low to Miller, picked up by Van Every. Fresh clock, 28 seconds on the double minors to the Steelhawks. 47 seconds left in the penalty on the other side. Upshaw with 1 to beat, has it knocked away. Good job of back checking by Whitlow, and now the Nation will move it up. They managed to get it to Whitlow, looking over, and a quick snap by Van Every. So Wayne Van Every, no, you're not having a flashback. He is back, his first of the game, and it's 10-9 Nation. So the 2 minors are nullified, and now we are in a 5-on-4 scenario. Martin with a rush. They had a 2-on-2. His shot goes wide, and the Steelhawks now will come back the other way on offense. Give Whitby some credit. They've settled right down as Milligan teed that one up. And a good save made by Dustin Hill. 7:40 to go here in the first half. Martin. Stop start. Little hesitation move. Creates some space, and he'll swing it over to Van Every on the left side. Longboat held that out way too long. Had it stripped. And now the Steelhawks in transition. 2-on-1. Now 4-on-1. They get it back. That pass, not a good one by Culp. They managed to regain possession momentarily until an ill-advised cross-check gives the ball back to the Snipers. Martin way down to Van Every. Van Every swinging across quickly. Good move made there by Kobe Whitcomb. And he manages to get it off to Miller. He'll swing it around Van Every. He'll swim move, switch hands, draws a penalty. And we're going to have another Visionware power play. It's going to be the Nation that get it this time. Third power play of the game here for the Snipers. They're 0 for 2. Van Every with room. Big toe save by Bailey Brown. Reset. Snipers back to work here. Snap that across. Again, that skip pass, dangerous one. Effective if you can do it. Upshaw, though, a real problem as he takes a hard hit. Manages to flip it up to Salinas. Salinas, 1-on-1 with Winster Green, and he'll work some clock, wait for some help, and look out of the back door. Backhand pass goes wide, As Pilcher raced on, he'll race off, and Martin will bring it back up over the timeline. 3-on-2. Can't get the shot off. Picked up by the Steelhawks, and they'll hold on and move it up. Mike Byrne. Beautiful save by Miller. Ball loose, half boards. Milligan in there. Tucks it back in the corner. Scooped up on the carpet. Steelhawks now have it in the offensive end. Fresh clock. 50 seconds in the man short situation. Milligan, quick shot, goes wide. Martin's going to pick that up. Shot over the timeline and check the back door. Brett Longbow comes out, but he's covered. And they'll get it back to Van Every at the top. Whitlow also out there. That sidearm is wide of the mark. No reset. As that'll be a shot clock violation, and it looks like we're going to decide whether or not it was a shot clock violation and whether or not possession will go in which direction. So the ruling was a bit of a shot clock malfunction. They've dropped 7 seconds and given them a shot clock of 22. 15 to go in the power play. That's going to be a violation that they call, and Whitby now will get possession. 5 minutes to go here in the half. Good job by Garrett Lewis to lug that over the timeline. And the penalty now is over. Teams at full strength, 5 aside. 10-9, the nation lead. We're under 5 minutes to go here. Culp, flip it back out to the top to Milligan. He'll swing it around right side. Culp had a notion, thought about it. Looking for that, and a beautiful try on the quick stick. Wrong stick side, though, by Edie. And now the Snipers will step out of their crease and have to move it up in a hurry, and they do. Jacobs, harassed by 2. Tried to swim move, didn't work. Tried to retrieve his loose ball, coughed it up. Here come Whitby out the back door. Quick play, give and go. Right back on the Snipers logo. And Hill will move it up to Corbett. 4 minutes to go here, opening half. Miller this time will be at the top with Van Every working left side, one-on-one. Gets a screen, and boy, is it a heck of a screen. That knocked down and recovered by Corbett. 5 to go in the shot clock. His shot is blocked. Ball remains loose, and that's going to go possession way to the Steelhawks, and we will have another officials timeout. And now in his career. Back to the carpet with 3:38 to go here in the second quarter. Pilcher's going to lug that over the timeline. Good speed, them young legs. You just can't teach speed. As Pilcher will get it back, working one-on-one left side, swing it back to the right. Milligan. Cox, a bit of a change-up, and recovered by Edie. And now the nation will move it up. Good outlet pass to Corbett. He'll look for that back door. One-on-one, go hard. Goes to the backhand, 5-hole. So Pat Corbett, he gets on the score sheet for the first time, and it's an 11-9 game in favor of the Snipers. Off the draw, it's going to be a violation. Snipers will get possession here with 3 minutes to go in the second. Martin out there and looking to make a move, and was Josh Miller. Martin from way out. Good pass, Van Every. Good shot, Bailey Brown. Very flexible. Manages to make the save, and they just got to fish that out of all that gear. And Salinas now will bring it up. Salinas gets it over the timeline, dumps it off, and the Whitby offense now will go to work with Milligan. Milligan looking for an opening. Can't find one. Push back out. Pass can't find the mark, but it's fielded by Fernandez. Fernandez puts on the brakes, goes the other way, flips it up to Culp. Culp can't handle it. Back to the top. Underhand from way out. Stop. Right on the doorstep. Robbed by Miller. So Fernandez with a golden opportunity, not able to beat Miller. And with just over 2 minutes to go, here comes Corbett and the Snipers. Back door. That pass down low, had a man wide open. Reaching, but bringing it off the post was Whitlow. And that's Whitcomb, my apologies, not Whitlow, as Whitcomb sets a screen. They swing it back to the right side. Corbett puts on the brakes, has an opening, has Upshaw on him, gets a screen, looks down low, quick stick not there, rebound, scooped up, and finished neatly. So I didn't get it right the first time, but Wes Whitlow buries his third of the game, and it's 12-9. This has certainly been a roller coaster ride and a game of momentum. As that's dumped down low, Culp with a chance, stopped. And fishing for it on that crease down there. And it will be crease ball with 1:10 to go here in the second. Snipers have weathered a 4-goal onslaught to come back to put up a 3-goal run of their own. As one-on-one, Jacobs goes to the net, tries to tuck it by Brown. Good save. Brown has a man coming out the back door. Wide open. Pass on the money. Milligan flipped up. Big save by Miller. Pilcher scoops it up with 40 seconds to go in the half. Pilcher looking down low off a defender's helmet, and here come the Nation on offense. Good defense by Salinas. Corbett with 30 seconds to go. Van Every sneaking out the back door. Shot, quick overhand, wide of the mark. Rebound, goes up. Good defensive play there by Mike Byrne, and with 21.3 seconds, it'll be Whitby that calls a timeout. 21.3 seconds to go. Net pulled for the extra attacker. Steelhawks are going to hold for the final possession here of the opening half. Pilcher at the top with Milligan. Two-man game. No go to work now with under 10. Looking for that backdoor. It's picked off. Corbett from the distance. Can't find the mark. Had more time than he thought. Hustling around. Trying to get it in. And he just beat the buzzer. No goal. So Corbett with two chances. Made good on the second, but ran out of time, and that'll do it. Opening 30 in the books. 12-9, Nation. All locked and loaded for third quarter action. 12-9 in favor of the home team Snipers here after two quarters. And if we take a look at some of the first half stats, it's Cam Milligan leading the way with 7 points. 2 goals and 5 assists. Dylan Hutchinson has been a man on a mission. He's got 4 points, 1 and 3. And on the other side for the Snipers, it's been done by committee with 4 players with 4 first half points, including Whitlow, Martin, Van Every, and Danton Miller. Back to the attack are the Steelhawks. That will get them a reset if they can avoid the timeline, which they do. Give and go, and it's a good one. Quick shot, stopped by Miller. Snipers now will control the short hop and bring it over the timeline. Steve Wisnick. And that's a quick pass, and I promised the Wisnick family I'd get the name right this time, and I'm hoping that I did. I know it was Wisniak. It's not. It's Wisnick. And please zip me an email at lance.win@arenalacrosseleague.com if there are any issues. So that shot found no one and will go up over the timeline and will be picked up momentarily by the Snipers, and a good job to recover and hold on to it from Darius Anderson. Anderson escapes two defenders, peels out and gets it back out to Van Every, swinging around right side. Give and go. Again to the cutter, flip back out. Miller will find Van Every, and Van Every curling around, looking down low. Quick shot by Martin, can't find the mark. No reset, 5 on the shot clock. They have to dump it down in the corner, and it'll be Bailey Brown that will get it in his crease and move it up. Milligan, uncharted waters, getting it in the defensive end as he moves it up. He'll go off for a break, and the second unit offensively will come on. Culp gets a screen, underhand, good one, good save by Miller. Snipers now will bring it back the other way. Pierce Abrams. Big shot by Longboat, right on the money as Brown gets it. And he's going to zip that outlet pass to Culp. He'll trot over the line, make a couple good fakes, and set up the offense. Good skip pass. One-on-one on the run, steered aside by Hill. And I may have been referring to Dustin Miller, but it's actually Dustin Hill, and they're going to get a reset on the play, and the Steelhawks are going to retain possession as the strike crew will get together, and I think they have come to a unanimous decision. And with 12:16 to go, Whitby has the ball. Milligan one-on-one. Down low, skips it up. Wide open, Pilcher. Good save by Hill. And a fresh clock for Whitby. Milligan, good no-look. Culp didn't get all he could on it. Loose in the slot, picked up by the Snipers. And certainly getting away with a mauling was Pat Corbett. Sorry, not Pat Corbett, but I'd have to stop and look at the guilty party in Hutchinson as he took Corbett down and out of the play. 10 on the shot clock. Underhand on the mark is stopped by Bailey Brown. So Josh Miller will trot around. Doesn't look 100% on that injured knee. As he continues to tough it out, Milligan half boards, dumps it off. Swung back to the top. Looking for a different angle and taking a hard hit on the play was Pilcher, and he got a cross check right on the release. And we'll have to keep an eye on that as he goes to the bench to get his wind, and he's certainly going to need to be attended to as the Snipers now will go to work in close. Bailey Brown stepping up, making a big save. So getting the goaltending when they need, got to hurry, and they just do not get it over the timeline. And it'll be Nation's ball with 10:45 to go. No scoring so far in this third quarter. Van Every swing it to Martin. Martin back all the way over as that shot taken by Kobe Whitcomb. He took an extra hit from Upshaw. In transition, Steelhawks not able to corral that one cleanly was Palmer. He'll get it back to the top, and Culp will set things up as he waits for the remainder of the offense. So much for waiting. Shot taken, lost in Hill's equipment, and they get it out, and here come the Snipers. Longboat waiting for that last member of the offensive trio. Longboat gets it back, and that's the bullet he was looking for. Far side on the money, and it's 13-9. So Brett Longboat on the score sheet for the first time as Corey Upshaw will bring it over the timeline for the Steelhawks. And you look at the time of possession, and it's been pretty even. If anything, it's gone in favor of the Steelhawks here in this third quarter. But not able to show the results on the scoreboard with 9:15 to go here in the third. 13-9 the score. Good cross-court zip pass by Danton Miller. And with no room to operate was Whitcomb. Dumps it off on the run, steered aside. Bailey Brown, one-handed shot by Van Every. Two good saves, and here come the Steelhawks in transition. Dump off to the trailer. Good job of putting on the brakes and going again. That was Riley Palmer, not able, though, to solve Hill. And the Nation now will bring it up and over the timeline. Josh Miller working the hidden ball trick. And anyone who spent some time on any reservation knows that that is a play that has been perfected by each and every Six Nations team, I think, that's ever played. Here come the Steelhawks. Transition. Pilcher back out there. Wrong stick side. Forced, but he brings it back. Good save by Hill. Here come the Snipers in transition. Just under 8 minutes to go. Van Every will put on the brakes and slow things up. Good fake to elude Salinas. And Van Every now operating from the top, looking down behind the net. 5 on the shot clock, going to have to hurry. Dump it back. Longboat's got to get rid of it. He does. And playing the carom was Van Every. No goal on the play, and that will lead us to another officials timeout. No. 7:31 to go here in the third quarter. Steelhawks will bring it up over the timeline. Surely has been a game of runs. And the Steelhawks now with some work to do. Trailing by 4. Give and go. Pilcher not able to corral that pass. Ball loose in the corner. Scooped up, but a hefty double team as Pilcher back in there digging for it. Hill will fish. And the scrum behind the net ensues with Corbett decides he's going to check whatever he sees, and we'll see if that results in a Visionware power play. And it results in absolutely nothing with the exception of a change in possession. And the Snipers now will set up on offense. Holding a four-goal lead. Trying to cool off this Whitby team who has won their first game of the year last night against Paris. Van Every, good skip pass, gets it back. He's got room. Sniffed that top corner, but couldn't finish. Goes off the crossbar, and possession will remain here with the Orange. Abrams will swing it to Van Every. Half boards, brings it to the center. Swim move. He likes that move. He'll tiptoe around you. Good spin by Martin. Flipped it back out. Corralled by Van Every. Good no-look pass. Looking one-on-one down on the blocks, and Martin gets it back. Van Every's shot just off the mark. Will go almost the entire length of the carpet, and we will have ourselves another penalty. So Wayne Van Every, 2 minutes for an illegal cross-check. And that will give the Steelhawks their second Visionware power play of the game as they return the favor with a bit of a hidden ball trick. Tough to fool the Orange, though, as they work it around the horn. Culp's going to be the quarterback. Got Milligan on the right side again. That's a tough pass. And the Nation specialize in interceptions, and in transition they bring it back, and no let-up whatsoever by Mike McLaughlin as he turned on the Jets. Got a good shot off, wasn't able to beat Bailey Brown, so here come the Steelhawks with 1:22 to go in the man advantage. Milligan will swing it again with Culp on the top. Got to be a little more deliberate. Got Pilcher in the left shooter. He'll inch in. They'll gap that box. Milligan, not the best angle. Interchange. Pilcher, shot stopped by Hill. Does a good job of sliding over in position. And now the Nation will play the carom and get it over the timeline with 1 minute to go in their man-short situation. Josh Miller. Going to work some clock, has Salinas all over him. 5 on the shot clock. Corbett puts the head down. He's going to try to get a shot off, does. Goes off a defender, and that'll be a violation. And that ball will ricochet and go all the way down into the Nation's end. 35 seconds left in the Steelhawks power play. Just their second of the game. Working around, Milligan. Culp worked a two-man game, give everyone a touch. Pilcher involved as well. They'll look for that back door as Milligan, that shot goes well wide and into the Nation's bench with 18 seconds left in the penalty. Chadwick. Bounce pass, good hands by the big man, Longboat. He'll get it, swinging around, and they killed the penalty now with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Teams all even, 5 aside. Good quick underhand, stop by Brown. Brown will size things up and send the outlet. 3:50 to go here in the third. Milligan. Culp, Milligan, waiting for a screen, gets one, poor flip, under 10 on the shot clock. Milligan chasing the corner, kicks it back out. Culp with some room, good save by Hill, and it's picked up by the Nation. They'll look to outlet in transition, 1-on-1. Jumping in the rush with Abrams, has no numbers, and he'll think better of it as he draws a double team. Gets it off to Danton Miller. Miller, sized up by Corey Upshaw, who certainly lays down that lumber. Miller, good fake, got away with it. Good save by Brown. And here comes Salinas and the Steelhawks. 3 minutes to go in the third. Salinas looking, dumps it down low, on the run. Poor shot. That by Edie. He'd like that one back. No reset, 10 on the shot clock. Coming around and sniffing the 5-hole was Jeff Fernandez, and with that save, we'll go to the officials' timeout. Back to action here with 2:36 to go in the third quarter. Snipers with possession and the lead. Van Every. And Van Every still has the same skill set. Looks a little bit like he could use a couple more games under his belt for sure, but definitely has all-star potential as he has been in his last 2 seasons with the Arena Lacrosse League and with the Snipers. Again, picking up that loose ball. Fresh clock. Van Every working behind the net, gets possession, draws a double team. Now a triple team, gets knocked down, flips it back up, picked up by the Snipers, and swung over. With a chance, bounce shot, stopped by Bailey Brown. Ball loose on the boards and picked up by the Steelhawks, and they'll get it over the timeline. It's Hutchinson. Pilcher swings it to Milligan. Milligan, Culp, quick shot off the post. Rebound, pushed into the creases, Pilcher, and you can bet he didn't go there on his own. I think if anything, you got to consider a cross-check from behind, but we'll see what the officials call. Darius Anderson, the guilty party, with an illegal cross-check. He'll spend 2 minutes in the sin bin. And again, the Steelhawks will go back to work with a man advantage. Culp, the quarterback. Pilcher, sidearm, low, and that will be a violation with a minute 15 to go here in the quarter, minute 46 to go in the penalty. Snipers now will get it deep in the offensive corner on the right side, swing it back up and work some clock. Time certainly on their side here. An interesting scenario when you look at the score. It was 12-9 at the half. It's 1-0 right now. And there appears to be some offensive struggles for these Steelhawks as we're under a minute now. Snipers. Whitlow doing a good job of attacking, paid the price, got the reset. That ball is tipped ahead, picked up momentarily, but the Snipers get it back. So winning the battles for the loose balls in favor of the Snipers in this third quarter with 35 seconds to go. They'll make another change and get it back out with 10 on the shot clock. 20 seconds on the game clock. Right down low, point blank. Bailey Brown up to the task as he stops Martin. 10 seconds to go here in the third. Going to have to hurry to make something happen. 5, Milligan looking for a quick pass. Pilcher's going to have to let it go. Dumps it down low. Quick shot by Culp. Stopped, and that will do it. 3 quarters in the books. 13-9, Nation. All set for the fourth and final quarter. Snipers are a man short for 30 seconds here, as that's what's left in the minor penalty, and a Visionware power play for these Steelhawks, who could certainly use something as they went the entire quarter without a goal. Shot clock winding down. Milligan sizes it up. Good stop by Hill. Picked up, and a good stick check. Not enough, though, to force a turnover. And racing up is McLaughlin. McLaughlin finds the trailer. Good stop by Bailey Brown. And the Steelhawks now will try and go back to work on offense. And we're not quite sure what the issue is here. And I see what it is. It looks like Bailey Brown has broken his stick and will have to go for a backup. Not quite sure how many goalies have backup sticks. Usually do, but in this case, time to put the head on a different shaft. So the ruling on the play with the Bailey Brown broken stick, possession will go to the Snipers with 14-19 to go here in the fourth quarter. Whitcomb will swing it over. Van Every. Kick it back to Whitlam, working the two-man game. Good pass on the give and go. Van Every tiptoed around the crease, got it back, tried to go to the jump shot. Couldn't do it. Here comes Upshaw. He'll dump it off and remain on offense before hustling off to the bench. Pilcher out of the bench. Good fake. Dumps it back. Pilcher now will try to go to the net. Dump it over. Good save by Hill. And here come the Nation. Good quick transition. Keep an eye on that back door. And it's not usually the first guy, but the second guy. Good defense, as you saw Whitcomb have it stripped and taken away. And here come the Steelhawks. Good hands there by Cody Hamley. And a good save by Hill as he continues to be a pillar of strength between the pipes. Good hands, sniper, move it up by Martin. Martin sniffing the double team, draws one defender, not two, kicks that pass out. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Martin again, skip pass, longboat, off the crossbar and off the screen. Possession, Snipers, fresh clock. Danton Miller swinging around the horn. They'll work the right side with Martin. Martin shot on target, stopped by Brown. Ball loose in the slot, picked up by Upshaw. Quick outlet pass. Moving on up and in a hurry is Riley Palmer. He'll wait for some help. Pull it back, looking for the trailer. Has it in Culp, not open. And he'll get it back out to Milligan. Milligan will try and swing it on to his right stick side before he heads over there to set a screen. Culp, underhand's a good one, but right on target. So Hill has been where he should be. His outlet passes, that's an over and back that was missed. As the Snipers now will go to work on offense. Still leading this one by 4, 13-9. Behind the net, Van Every flicks it back up. Ball loose and picked up by the Steelhawks. And you got to figure that the score really not indicative of the way the Steelhawks have played, as they've been quite strong, just haven't been able to put it in the back of the net nearly as often as head coach Brad MacArthur would like. No look pass down on the crease. Good defense, chases him away. That shot, again, partially blocked. Snipers playing good defense. They'll bring it up in transition. Out the back door. Van Every sniffing. Pull it back out. Down low, right side. Thought better of it, looking for a better angle is Corbett. And he'll dump that off. Quick shot, wide of the mark. And had it momentarily, but not enough, was Josh Miller. And Pilcher capitalized. That's what happens when you play it where it lies. Luke Pilcher on the score sheet. And finally, it's in a 13-10 game. The rookie Luke Pilcher, with his first of the game, had a big game last night as he pocketed 5, a career high in the Arena Lacrosse League for him, as he picks up his first of the game. And the Snipers now come back racing away. That underhand slide shot hasn't worked. McLaughlin, boy, he's a handful. Right guy on him in Upshaw. Upshaw does a good job to stay with him. And now with 10 on the shot clock, Snipers attack, flip back. Good save by Bailey Brown. Ball loose, picked up by the Orange. Pass was in too tight, but the big man Longboat there to the rescue. And he'll get it off to Whitcomb. And Whitcomb looking to beat a defender, flips it back to Martin. Martin, good fake. Didn't fool Salinas, though. Again, Longboat's trying to get that shot off. Can't. Skip pass, side. Bailey Brown, right where he should be, sends the outlet. And here comes Palmer. Palmer sniffing the trailer. One-on-one, he'll think better of it, dump it back out to Culp. 9:50 to go here in the fourth. Whitby trying to close the gap, trailing by 3. Curling around. Quick shot, wide of the mark, doesn't touch anything. Good job of keeping it here. Missed high stick. That long shot has the shot clock winding down to 0, and that will take us to our officials' timeout. Back to action here with 9:30 to go in the fourth quarter. 3-goal game in favor of the Snipers. Back to work on offense. Whitlow, one-on-one. Closed down. And finding the mark was Danton Miller. He's on the score sheet for the first time. 14-10 Nation. So Danton Miller with his first goal of the game to go along with 4 helpers. So working on a 5-point outing. So not too bad offensively, as here come the Steelhawks, and a very timely stick check from Wisnick. And now here comes Corbett and the Snipers. Swinging around, working the left side. Shot, stopped by Bailey Brown. Rebound goes to the Steelhawks, and they do a good job to get it up over the timeline. And they'll set things up. 8:30 to go here in the fourth. Delayed penalty coming here to the Snipers, as we'll have another Visionware power play. And that is a bullet up over the net. And like I said, we'll have another Visionware power play. So Pat Corbett, the guilty party, 2 for checking from behind. And again, the Steelhawks go to work on the power play. They are 1 for 4. And that goal came on their first power play of the game, not in the first. Culp all day. Good shoulder save by Hill. So Culp has been in tight a couple of times with some good opportunities, but not able to find the back of the net on Dustin Hill. Possession to the Steelhawks with 1.5 to go in the man advantage. Milligan at the top. Sidearm wide. Very half-hearted effort. Ball loose. Good work there and by Ashton Jacobs, and Snipers will look to kill some time. Jacobs out the back door. Finds Van Every, dumps it down low, diving. What a save! Bailey Brown. Hand out. Man, oh man, that was a beauty. So Bailey Brown with a beauty. And Grant Scott's going to spend 2 minutes for a slash. So a big save by Bailey Brown coupled by a slash. Now as the Steelhawks racing up in transition. Palmer goes to the far side. Good save by Hill. So with 7:07 to go, back and forth, the lead for the Snipers is still 4. Whitlow, Van Every, Longboat. Whitcomb dumps it off top corner. The big man getting it done, and it's 15-10. Kobe Whitcomb with his first of this game. Now I'm checking my stats. I guess Whitcomb, we have him down for a goal previously. Either way, a big one to extend the lead to 5 for the Snipers. Van Every. Stopped and kept just in front of the goal line by Brown, and the Steelhawks now are going to have to get some kind of offense. Milligan not able to haul that in. Tries to intercept that pass on the outlet. Snipers, though, will get it and bring it over the line. Taking it to him, but the bounce shot was a weak one. Was Jamie Downey. So glad to see him back. He, of course, had to come off. Looked like he tweaked his injured knee earlier on. Good give and go, and that's a beauty. And a nice finish for Riley Palmer. And it's 15-11. Riley Palmer pockets his first of the game. And again, off the draw, the Steelhawks go on the attack. Mike Byrne, but his bounce shot had too much bounce in it. Hit the screen, and the Snipers come the other way. Just for some clarification, Kobe Whitcomb does have 2 goals in this game. And 2 assists. Van Every And man, oh man, no substitute for a good, quick overhand as Van Every finds the mark, his second goal of the season, and it's 16-11. Could see here a bit of the ill effects from having played last night as the Steelhawks seem to have run out of are low on gas here in the fourth quarter. Green does a good job to leg it over the timeline, and the Snipers will set things up again. Martin pulls his way in, curls out, gets a screen. Has his stick checked by Salinas. Regroup. Got it back. Longboat. Good shot. Bailey Brown had to be on his toes as that was a quick release. And a fresh 30 for the Orange. Tried the quick stick down low. Picked up by the Steelhawks, and they'll bring it up in transition. No numbers. 1-on-1. Now 2-on-2. Taking it right to the net and getting off a good shot was Garrett Lewis, and that will take us to our officials' timeout. Back to action here with 4:30 to go in the fourth quarter. Seems like every time the Steelhawks try and go on a bit of a run, the Snipers have an answer. They've weathered every storm, with the Steelhawks pulling even at 9-9 and haven't done a whole lot since. Give and go. Pilcher looking far side. Good save by Hill. Loose ball picked up by the Snipers and then stripped. Milligan's knocked down, taken away from him. And now it will be the Snipers that bring it back the other way. Corbett. Dump it off. Van Every gets a screen. Quick shot. Stopped by Brown. Rebound. Scooped up by Whitlow. Whitlow will kick it back out to Whitcomb. And he'll snap that across to Van Every. Swim and spin. Good defense, though. Dumps it down low. Good no look as they look for Whitcomb. Not there. And ball remains loose. No reset. Good hard sidearm. Stopped by Bailey Brown. Steelhawks now with 3:20 to go. Trailing by 5. Culp. Dump it off. Milligan backing up. Culp. Good cross pass. That's when to do it. Up, down. Couldn't find the mark, though. Got a reset, did Grant Scott. Milligan now on the run. Shot off the logo. And here come the Snipers with 2:45 to go. 16-11. Time certainly on the side of the Orange. Tried to hit a cutter in Abrams. Recovered it. Skip pass. Good shot on target. Stopped by Brown. Good long pass on the money and a beautiful finish. So a nice job for Garrett Eady, who pockets his third of the game, and it's 16-12. So I'm going to have to get some clarification if it's Eady or Eddie. I'm going with Eady, but maybe if I could get someone to email me or correct me if I'm wrong. Other than that, Mr. Eady, you are who you are and doing a fine job at it. Pilcher! Luke Pilcher goes to the bounce shot from way out, and we've got ourselves a 16-13 game. So Pilcher doing a good job. He pockets his second of the game, and a collision has Van Every on the carpet, and the Steelhawks going the other way with a golden opportunity. But Hill there when you need him as the Snipers clinging to a 3-goal lead with 1:44 to go. Got to be deliberate. Pass was a bad one. Bailey Brown now with it. He'll snap the outlet to Salinas. He'll look out the back door, not there. Wait for help, and finds it in Pilcher. Pilcher, good bounce pass across. Milligan can't find the mark. It's picked up the other way in transition. 2-on-1, Snipers. Whitcomb up, down, big save, Bailey Brown. Minute 14, back the other way with the Steelhawks. Cody Hamley will dump it off. Milligan will have to go to work here. We're in the final minute of play here in the fourth. Culp. Milligan looking down low, quick stick. Luke Pilcher could not find that mark on the quick stick. Flipped up and a race now with the empty net. And wide of the net. And a good job by Bailey Brown to win that battle for the loose ball. Get it up with 40 seconds to go. Brown will continue his run right to the bench. Tough hop off the board. Steelhawks control. Trailing by 3. Just came out. Milligan takes a shot. Rebound, and that's gonna no call on the trip. Back to the Steel, taken away by the Snipers with 20 seconds to go. Racing down. This time it's Jacobs. Jacobs not to be denied. And that will be the dagger that seals it. 17-13 Snipers. 16.4 seconds to go here, and that appeared to be the straw that broke the camel's you-know-what. And despite a valiant effort, these Steelhawks now, as they continue to attack, that's going to do it as the Snipers come away. They will improve their record to 3-5. The Steelhawks will fall to 1-7, and that puts a cap on Week 7 of the Arena Lacrosse League. We will see you next week.